Ghana this year, you want Joe Mamakwaba UTV Sweeney, Brasso, send some Yensa can no some for Brasso, so fake no. The best some more say and you make us see a ball. Cassibo must die and confirm this way chocolate drinking here no say no any unsushi, specialized or just special range of drinks. Best point, best assurance, you to Chineka Hubi, Unina, every children and agree, and Anumio, Eddie Draka Siapo, Yedi Ababe Sumo. A semi Vituja, and you make us see will be and say.
Ghana Mampenina and another down Kufuado, a could be a fishing harbor, West Sea with Jamestown or Admiral.
Ghana buying any Australia bind on sa, as a shanty as a Master Wabber who say, as soon Puntu. Ene akonebadie ebe ye wano wano
Onimonyan form rekuduka dia tu dwa se eku a wonu ma sore se yemfa eso anata bono ento form agudie ni tuo eso no wo mu ade a wo mosere no wo mo de afa kwambone so achia
sanso ene owura edem sinenu ede to abanyanim se be ya asoafo a mo hwe asase ene obode ne petwe hu hia so ano no yenje omudi be fa mfiro musime sanse omadincho Wanchia de share so bosu dwetire wo se enipa bi de akotim so sam afom wo monsa ase afa ya sese wo sempanyfo so mekọ wo mo adise wa shama esra ban so be hia samso bi agie gwo mopotem ho no mo a amakọ na badi aye din e de amom papa enti no ohia aban ensem emwa Wei ene nsema afofo nkaye bi ene anwumre anu mienu yaje adwa ede ebesom mo medin de amma saponkumankuma jesse mene Sadat Mohammed afe yantinsi ensem no emu Ghana mampanyi na adodanko akufuado esi fishing harbor kese wo Jamestown de ama ade hye wo ho eni Elmina sede be ya ensuo mu namu ayeye no wo betumi akrakra no na etumi akọ enkan
Today, Jamestown, with its iconic lighthouse, is one of the famous landmarks in Accra, on the coast, in the south end of the city, where the Atlantic Ocean meets the land. The commission of this harbor, therefore, marks a remarkable milestone in the history of the Gadangwe people, which has contributed immensely in the fishing industry in our country.
Anytime that something is done, they say, oh, somebody else started. Somebody else did this. This project was started in 2017 by His Excellency the President. In 2018, and he followed it up and secured the funding. In 2020, the site was handed over to the contractor. Please, the site was handed over to the contractor in 2020. Mr. President, so if there's going to be any contention, the contention is between one person, the then candidate of the New Patriotic Party in 2016, who promised that if he is elected, he will construct the fishing harbor. Then the president, when he became president, who went to China and secured the funding. Then the president who handed over to the contractor, then the same president who is here today to commission it. That is the contention.
We will celebrate today the good work you have done, but then let us look forward, let us plan, and let's prepare for the future of Gadangbe. I humbly call on the government to expedite the completion of the St. School project and other initiatives in this region, to lift our people and restore pride of our coastal towns. We, the Gadangbe people, are strongest when we are united. Today we see that our brothers from Nungwa are fully represented with the Nungwa Manche.
The fishing port complex project depicts not only another milestone of China-Ghana friendship, but also a vivid manifestation of our two countries' joint efforts to advance modernization and a strong demonstration of the Global South's firm confidence in solidarity and cooperation. Now, on behalf of the Chinese government, we officially hand over the Jamestown Fishing Harbor project to the Ghanaian government.
During the construction of this project, some 500 direct jobs were created with the potential
for many more as the port becomes fully operational. The modern onshore facilities provided here will enhance the quality of fish handling and storage, and I'm happy to list them. An administrative building, a 200 capacity fish market, market stalls, an ice making plant with a capacity of 60 tons per day, a cold store with a capacity of 200 tons, a repair workshop, a daycare center, and police and fire stations. These are not just buildings. They are investments in the future of this community. Today is a day of celebration. It is a day when we look to the future with confidence, knowing that we're building a Ghana that works for everyone, a Ghana of peace, progress, and prosperity. Together, let us continue to rise.
Ghana banye ne Austria banye de won sase senti ase apamase a obehwe hu ni say impuntu mapa befa ne to mapa di fra ewa aman mu mienu entem afin so ayonkofa ena akone badi ewa aman mienu ade hyentemu no ebetumi afa ne to mapa di fra na atumi aye wano ene asumdwie afin so mpinifo sahwe hu ni say se Ghana ni opese okukusi na maya na mu wo kwan bi so ewa Austria man mu so a mpinifo ye hu hyese ye be asumdwie sanso bi pese ofiri Austria na oba Ghana dwumadie bi a eno so ebewi asumdwie.
Ghana welcomes the signing of the 2 MOUs that we just signed this morning. The MOU between the government of Austria and the government of the Republic of Ghana on cooperation in the field of development, mobility, and migration. And also the one on reciprocal access to the labor market for dependents of diplomats and career consular officers. Additionally, 2 MOUs will be signed at the business, or have been signed at the business forum this morning. The MOU between the Ministry of Health of Ghana, the University of Ghana, the University of Innsbruck of Austria, and MEDL GmbH, and also an agreement of cooperation between the University of Natural Resources and Life Sciences of Austria, Boku, and the University of Ghana. Trade and investment serve the bedrock of our economic relations. However, economic engagement and growth in overall bilateral trade remains low, notwithstanding the many years of cooperation between Ghana and Austria. In this regard, there's a need for increased global collaboration through the fostering of economic linkages and partnerships for growth and development. That's why I'm extremely happy that as part of this visit, a business group came with a minister. And I know that through the BNB, some partnerships will be formed.
We have just signed, and that's for us a very important issue on migration, the Common Memorandum of Understanding, which is a mobility and readmission and migration issue, which is for us in Austria an enormous topic, and we're very thankful that we can have a fruitful cooperation in this area.
Onmonyan for George Mekudu Kadiatu eja ese organized labor wonomo asema wode atudwa se wosra aban na nimanimu ya wonfa tabono ento foma gudie atuo ni titiru Galamsey ya womudi se yensuo ni akwaye ma womanfo yade dokoro ye no ha no opanyin de atudwa se womu nsem a womu ka no omato atwene ba bi kura enam ne kwanso.
They say this cow con come here say o manfo kon do edo so betimi atu no atimi di apɛ bibia ma won ho abobrenti ama wo se wo mayin sase ani nsuansuwa ya ni nyina gina won mefa kwati kwan so etu fom agudie eno na say mpanifo nyina wo bia de na no atom bie na ensemi wode tu dwa ena soafo abedi akira wo hwɛ fom agudie no obo ade bobremu nipa wode adom yensem so honorable Mekudu ka akasa no chese we ni kani enya ni kani anyambia say yare bi esi emua mu tisem preko na yade abemu a yebekum preko e waga na ha nyina na wasefum agudie tu ne de yetu ebi famra kwan so pa na etu e na won mefa kwati kwan so enti ne ese mpanimfo ye ne se Ghana fo nyina beka won abomata abanachi se ne be ya won efa kwati kwan so tu fom agudie no obetumi atu won so sa na wakon e de atia wonom na mom enye won a waje nkrata ne ade a wonom no community mining wo ye ne pepepe se ne emra no etie wode nsem yi atudwa ebra na obie meretweso community mining ya ewo Apadenchira East municipality ewo mfimfini mantemu
community mining na ban di aba no eya de pa enya de bone maintain sebe yare bi ato omo yen enkokom na ebi abase emeye nyen nkokobi adenti na mining de se bibi nkoyia nia ebinom susuye ne se yengu no matise organized labor for ekase yembane mining na me from ho se mampani na nado dankwa kufuado anamo awotuo moti operation Vanguard in 2020 Ghana for wuniye ehunu kra na eda na nado dankwa kufuado akoma so se obetu omo se yensu no esosa nanso no community bia mining wo mu no MPP for elusuye esan se samra na nado dankwa kufuado eka no krese nyenyan no na yewura mahama enam se munye na yetimu kra me ba meja mo entina me hwese organized labor ebeka kire yewura mahama se o mepa Ghana for chawo aban wei ebeye hihye papa etu omo se isuo no esosa na mine ne de yengu no
mrashe bedwani a wo empotemu honomo honorable Dr. Festus Ewua Kofi ena afei MCE ya wono so ewo Denchira East municipality honorable Ebenezer Apia Forcing eni semtrofo kasai
emra ina ehyasie se yenye sa committee mining no enti ehwehwa ne na wabasabasa
panyinanim se be ya wosoafo woda asase ene obade ne patwi hu hia so asoye no ano eye urumanyamfo sabalabo gina po woni na be di akire urumanyamfo George Mirikudu kanimanimu ya aban enji won dibre emfamfiri wonsime sanse mo ya asoafo mo hwa asase so na Ghana asase timi yesi Galamsey ntia na tese kwa bi so no mo di Ghana hwa mo se asoafo enam so ama urumanyamfo bugina po da betudwa se ensem owura edem se nanu ka no se bimpredua sa enya no kre na wompese se bi no kre da ba bi wompese obekan ko basan so dia na tese ba bi ade
increase as a result of this. And what you say is you should go to the former president. He cannot be serious. He should resign immediately. Totally unacceptable. And I don't understand the level of insensitivity and irresponsibility that some of these people are showing. It's a very uncalled for statement. We want to hear strategies to deal with it. And we have suggested, call a state of emergency. Stop all those people there. 200,000 people cannot be making 32 million Ghanaians suffer. And we can see that in a very short term, next 2-3 years, even our water that we are drinking will not be something that we can even rely on. I think that he should be ashamed of himself. He should apologize to the people of Ghana. This is not about civil society. If you have organized labor calling for the same thing, medical associations calling for the same thing, farmer groups calling for the same thing, you don't begin to tell people go to the former president. It's totally out of place. I don't understand what he's saying. How many years have they had to resolve this? Didn't we have a president who said he's putting his presidency on the line to deal with it? And if the president himself failed, doesn't it mean that the president doesn't have the capacity to lead the army and the police to deal with the issue? It's a state of emergency. When you're president, the commander-in-chief of the military, commander-in-chief of all the other, paramilitary or not, cannot mobilize them to deal with the issue. Isn't that a state of emergency? They should get real. This is a crisis. And they should stop pussyfooing and trying to go around in circles. They cannot deceive us. Our eyes are open. We understand where we find ourselves. And if we don't take those actions today, we will be the same ones that tomorrow will be dying and will say, why didn't we take action? I think that, look, if they can't deal with it, they should resign. And let's find people who can deal with this issue comprehensively so that this country can move forward. I don't think shoot and kill is what I'll subscribe to. I think that it is the failure of government to provide substantive livelihoods that has resulted in this. It's still Ghanaians, our brothers and sisters who have got into this space. if we had enforced the law, the other jurisdictions that citizens want to run to abroad, it's because they enforce the law. Our people fail to enforce the law. That is how can you have people in those illegal mining spaces. So let's get them out of there and give them alternatives. As for shoot to kill, that's not the way to go.
Youth Employment Agency and German Corporation for International Cooperation aka wonsa abachi mwasanti asapam ya odebeboa wonu mu a edi dem ewo wabrabo mu said ye be ya wo benya sa no dwuma a ebetumi amo wabrabo mu ato wo na wo ho adwo won wasetene.
Youth Employment Agency and GIZ, German partners, and other partners like Ghana Dressmakers Association, and Akabum. I don't say you better say, people living with disabilities. You be more monsan no juma the fashion industry. And we share a collaboration we are now ceremony signing MOU na signing na GIZ any nyina no ye baby a friend of the fashion hub or the training center na every time bia no people living with disabilities ye train omo na nyase ye train omo keke ye we so a omo sawo markets available for them and nyase we ni eja omo ko dabi we are omo be mo startup no sama market na bibia no bibia no metime e de akọ YEA's position is say no matter uti bia na bibia wo mu bia no say bad job creation e wo man mu a yeyim obia bring back as what sound mind bia no e wo say ye ma opportunity no into opportunity we and ye dey ma people living with disabilities I say omo enkunyansa no adwuma and wo hwe YEA na say ensa no adwuma de ya sha ase bebre the last about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago I was Techiman you pass out first phase 5,000 out of 10,000 ya remember next week Thursday yes I the southern sector and so nipa 5,000 and yes you pass out keke ya mo akade no sene se upobi amana be yoti upobi amana be ye woni osama anase upobi amana be pamade ama upobi amana be ye woka ama plumbing tiling POP bibia na ofeni pakona ni pakona betimi ayama.
We would like to start with sustainable employability. So it's about the sustainable economic development with the employability. So we want to create jobs for all persons, for all citizens in Ghana. I'm very happy that we are going forward to go with this training, and we would like to start with this pilot project to have a bigger impact than in general. So we start with the fashion sector and we are working on this inclusive part of it, and then we can also go with more participants, and we could also go forward with more sectors then later to continue.
This is an abbey and yebe selecti woman omu edo enipe se umbisi jumano na woma yebe selecti woman so say omu yejuma ewe ni eden so se na be ombe bi kwan no bebre ama ekire man so woma omu wo ekwan ho nyina omu sra de no omu fe no omu hwe se den na yebetimi di yensa aye na yenso yensa
Afibiamu no Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana Konema Edin Shemu hyehyɛ so a judge for justices, magistrate and directors won nyina no wɔka ho bie odi ehia to adwenkwanpɔ bɛfa so a wonkuo no ɛbɛfa ne ntoma pa edi efira afin so nhyiamu no aba so ɛwɔ santemantamu na nhyiamu yase no ɛna panyini a wɔda ekoya no owura Samuel Afote otu ɛde to Konema nim sɛ ɔbɛsrɛ sɛ osomdwenti amanyɔsɛm wɔntwe wɔn ho ɛmfamfiri ho.
My ladies, as the election approaches, I wish to admonish myself and all staff that we are judicial service staff whose duty is to the law and judiciary. Our code of conduct strictly prohibits us from engaging in political controversies as that undermines the confidence of the public in the judiciary. Also, this is the time for us to stand fair and uphold the highest standard of professionalism in the discharge of our judicial duty. Let us not give any politician the chance to spoil the name of judiciary. The judiciary is the last resort for the aggrieved, and we must be the citadel for the aggrieved. The weak the strong, the marginalized, the rich, and the poor, and the ordinary Ghanaians. My ladies, the National Executive Council of JUSAC wish to commend you for granting us approval for the climax of the JUSAC 50th anniversary and the extraordinary delegate conference which will be held at UCC in Cape Coast from 20th to 2nd September 2024.
Only asking that we begin to change the culture of thinking that we are here to make extra money off the citizens of Ghana, and that we are here and to make money off anything that sounds lucrative.
We are busia for na ye home so atonkratia wa ye ba e beto ansem. nyina akwa basa redie yeto ansam ne so na yebohwe ne de ani akyeremu ewo electoral commission wonomo atenaye ababeto eja ese ene dai ene ye de twato ye asese obia okọ file ne nomination na chese wo ye eho akade nyina na wosan ede kwhye mpanyimfo sa ye hwe se aspirants no wo mutimi di nhihye so ebi wo ho a ya reject wo mo de Ben Atta ewo ho de na obeboyemu Ben ma joy.
Yeah, now.
Bemen na eje nya bedru aspirants no omo be file nominations no akwa kosisei wo motumi ede aba na ebi wo ho no mo bi a wo mantumi ani isi nhihye yeso nti ya mo kwan na both presidential and parliamentary no
Yo so ne waka na no aha no presidential pinifo ID enim both independent and political parties. Omwejina party ku ahoro anim anase omo ko kontakro se omo nko ano na ho adwuma na isi a ono no ye returning officer e ba beto aye ba ro akotu no ogine mu no waje omo ho krata ni na se ne ye na afia mfie na ye twem no eno no isi ni de damienu ene isi ho no eje sa krata yi a omo beko Ghana fa na nyina na omo kopa amanfo ama omo de omo nse tintim so aje omo atum akyere se be omudi brane ewo jumedia yebidi no omote ase wodom across the country but 2024 the ECD and then for num ni si ho se opeso obi anya mmere because I want to kakra ho enti no obi anya mmere no tumi eye ne bibia afenko ai day a ye ba hanom no anza yitumi recordo enwotwe ai da toso no ye recordo nipa miensa eka ho ai da toso no na nansa enya nipa 14 enne aye da itwatwo no both independent ne omo ejina party anem no kabu mu no enya nipa du enne ntina akowie se nipa 33 na nka omo prese omo ne ba bedi bejina ankra wa bato ekotu mu presidential no ana bejina omo party anem no isi ano akoye 24 na etumi a file omo nominations no na ni mienu a PP mienu a PPP PPP omo na owura bi efe no Dr. Amo Dako isi yebo 523 na isi mpinifo announce say ye digimadi na aba na wiye anche ene yesu say owura Dr. Amo Dako ewo isi premises ya no msi na yukukura nkata no omukwa up and down na na say nti ya nya ni say the people no feeling yiye nti ha no feeling but no ma excuse say on obantem nti isi consider omo say waje omo paper no owura samo tete ono na otuna adwam ema isi ma mepeni na akire mu say waje nkata ne de na nso ontumi enka say bibia efenti nti ono de nkra no ekoma the boss ye maame na ni be sindia no be ka kire wo owura efi woko ya nche bia na yehu CPP PPP for for 24 so owura divine nkroma ene omo makadi omo nim ebe pie mu omo so the excuse kakra bae that time me abo 533 24 caution omo say be enye isi premises ya number be fail omo forms enye enfa kwan mu enye mbra omo jitu omo ka say omo am be fail no am no omo twa bibi kakra nti eno na ti no nsisa na da so nka ye nji ye beje na fi omo jitu mu na mum omo say omo ntumi nka bibia nka ho se ebe ko finchima na se nko finchim nti omo de kotum pinifo ni ma hwehwe nka te ma dandan we bobo ho se adum bi beba na ya domomo isi anka ba bia se enda no obetum
na yetete se female independent presidential aspirant bi so isi ewo ni nkonsa se won san konachi eno na ye hwan na ubetumi aboyemu kakra
yo ya ma me ba ko your friend Dr. Agnes Aisha ono so be pie mu no obantem kama ni mpinifo tena ho mpinifo bo mama ni nti ono so na ma ni bom no kire so waba ni bibia ya pepepe na emom senia isi ese okọ Ghana fa na nyina na okọ kekane ogbo mu no ono no chale ni o mantumi anko ya manesa nti nko besre isi mpinifo senso mbetumi ayi bibia aboa na nti odi tu just na mpinifo si no embra no e ma ho kwa nti ye ma me Dr. Agnes Aisha de mpanyinfoɔ ɛwɔ nkunsa wɔ hɔnom sɛ sɛbi ɔnkɔ na ɔnkɔyɛ ne homework yie na ɔnsan mbra nti ɛno akyire no mpanyinfoɔ ama yɛate aseɛ sɛ sisi ano ɔmo kɔhwehwɛ mu sɛnea ɔmo atiku ahorow wɔ hanom a ɔmo bɛhwehwɛ bibia mu sɛbi nkrataa a ɔde ba akra nsɛ adaadaa kra sɛbi ebi ɔmo betumi ahwɛ mu na ɔmo ho nti IT4 wɔ mu mpanyinfoɔ ahorow from different groups a ɔmo so bɛfekyerɛ ɔmo ani ahwɛ bibia fenfram baabi a ɔso kɔfa bibi fi baeɛ no mpanyinfoɔ betumi asi wɔti akɔ hɔ akɔhwehwɛ mu abisa na yɛahwɛ nti ɔmo nya bibia akoro gyina na
sɛbi ɔmo yɛbɛda ase papaapa wie abusuafoɔ yɛnua bɛrima Bernard Atta amane boy a wɔde free electoral commission atraye ɛde ɛbrɛ yɛ no na yɛbɛtoa nsɛm no ɛso
yɛto ansɛm no so ɛde amamu a sika asɛm so ɛyɛ ɛne Ghana Enterprise Agency yaka wɔn tuma apama no ɛde ntete ahyehyɛ so ɛde ama adwadifo wɔn dwumadie no ɛyɛ nkuma ɛne adantamu ɛwɔ atɔyɛ mantam kura yɛfrɛ ne sɛhwi yɔso emu na nhyɛmu yase no ɛna pinyina wɔhwɛ kyɛ sɛ kwankyerɛfoɔ Western North Regional Coordinating Council Owura Sulemana Ali ɛne sɛntwerɛfoɔ kasabota yɛnti a wɔde nhyɛmu hyehyɛ so wɔkyerɛkyerɛ mu sei.
This program is to build the capacity of the small-scale enterprises to grow up. And if you look at our region, we have many of these, small-scale enterprises, and we are ready to build their capacity to take advantage. If you look at Galamsey, is becoming a problem to us. We have the resources of forestry, timber, lumbering, and everything. And we think that if you build their capacity in this direction for them to take advantage of it, this Galamsey menace that is coming into our region will drastically reduce. Now we are talking of climate change, and if you look at, we are in a forest zone, and this our forest, that's our resources that we are taking advantage of, and we cannot stand for Galamsey to take it over. So we think that Ministry of Finance coming in with this, in fact we actually called for it, and they came in to support us to build the capacity of those who are ready to do business to take advantage of this training.
I hope because MTN for Ukraine and Omani so more package be saying at the May. And as I say, I may who find a faswa, ye pelonsa, ye benya, first nice opelona, uko si we so as a koha, we say koha, Bernard the Yanka sensa come contacta, ye pelona, ye nimbe a far, ye quiet sabakan loans in it. Mianka said, me de Camprone, your friend is Kube shells and a dimi duma, because my own environment and Kube shells and Gumbe. I am moving. Timiama for Pine be Amdia Noma Baby to set caps 7 tray at training Noma Baby. ABC for the Debia, more friendly meet. Or more church, a choir be fast or my Juma, Abaya Cassi. No, my fair choir fast to be a sika, and it's be a sika, and it's be a dear Juma, and a dear Juma, a Bakwaman on Nemo, sending a Juma now or Western of one year, see a Juma, a bit 2 pounds at more church na account moka sika asem so problem e wo mo ani sika asem no say da bia ye ba mo ne yedi nkomo e kwa be fa so agilo be fa process ni mu saa kwa ba ye ba ye hu we but ni nyina mo nsompo ye mpa ba da bia on be free bia ye ba
awie ye be gina we so na ya homeka se bo no so ni mpire no so ye ba ye beto aso e di amamu.
We are saying for Mamunina Aqua by Yetua Casiabono Eso. Jospon group of companies, one more and one fan Zoom Lion Jumekoya and what Nigeria, Akawon Abomu, say the water one Kwabemu, now water say, one Umbako Piemu, war Austria, so now what in Tim one more said your bay, Banny Fin Cra, and they say, well, mine page Abacost to one so by one for Mudia Abua.
We signed an export contract in the volume of 20 million euros for delivering 2 waste recycling plants to Lagos, Nigeria via Zoomlion Ghana Limited. Zoomlion Ghana Limited has made itself being the biggest waste recycling company in whole Africa. And now the Lagos government is going to Zoomlion Ghana Limited, asking the brothers in Ghana, Zoomlion, with all their knowledge and experience, coming over to Nigeria, solving the waste issues there, because here in Ghana already they made a lot of game-changer projects.
Austria, ABBA embassy in Ghana. Typically, Austrian embassy in Lagos and Abuja, Nigeria, and no more Ghana territory. But more volume of business more Ghana, punchy above your weight. Almost say one ABBA embassy in Ghana. Na abwa business see any cultural interactions see between the government of Ghana and the people of Ghana and the government of Austria and the people of Austria. There are what to me our Ghana successes Jospon any Zoomlion enya our Ghana in the recycling space no we ko replicate our Nigeria sena also no we to me impact waste management our Nigeria. So who say one of the key things about YEA technology yede bano yemfa bola no enye energy yemfa bola no enye biogas yeye de no say yefa bola no na yeyi organic elements na ewo bola no mu na ya compost wa onim say Ghana and most of Africa agric and yeye into to be able to divert organic waste no from the waste stream and recycle it back into the agricultural sector, into soil management. When you say your soil, soils are being depleted all over the world. With the Galamsey crash, there is a strong need for us to redevelop your soils across Africa. And they are Zoomlion they are Jospon to divert organic waste from the waste stream back into the agricultural sector. No.
Jericho ene asensoba brono a ewo ashama mensin mu ewo nkamanta memu na de hye chirim sensam so bi ebo na kona bedie esamso na agene ho ama kona bedie aye den e de mo papa wogina so na wasere abansem emwa.
Radio wa Good Child Preparatory School. And Good Child Preparatory School enu na yes first school e ben bridge pa. Enam say bridge na abuniti nkwala no mo ntimi cross emba especially in Suoto. Inti anopa we ya ba na bridge na abu ena manu nti yamba ne nyina bebre mpenifo ne kakra be penetimi ba school na nkae ne de omo nyina atenetene fie. This week na ya BA school first academic year eyesa na newcomers na ebeba ne nyina ebe affect school no ohonso na yesu yenya yenum aduane kakra adi na se eba ne sa na school no gu a yesu ayeye kakra na ebe haye nti yesrese mpenifo I
stay at as in Suba, so when I'm coming, I use a bridge. So today when I was coming, the bridge has collapsed. So a man that group people and they put stones and they put this on it, and they use it for us to pass on it to our school. And today a guy nearly fell in the gutter.
Biba school na bridge now a bubu. Ewo hono nti me ba no na me hu se imama bi mu edi abobo ni ndua atoto senia ye betimi afa hono mu nti na me fa so na me suro se me fa so efi se de wi ana aye ni anhwa na metom nti mberma bi na so me nsa na me fa eso na me di cool school
echia ya na meti bridge no like ofaso ana him like mi bona mi surumbo se obi betumi aye we won ti ese mo se na abu no de pamucho mu abane nya we na ombe mai
ni se an yenya mboa se bridge bi betumi aye den aban mu se aye mamefo no mu ya papa for because minimum poma sometimes omu yem ka omu a am se no mu twam a omu timi de ko be bi omu ye den omu de kontie nya mboa
ye nkola no de nkola bebre wa hwe nkola ayewo ha say school bridge ninti minimum tumi ko school me student dia me won say ebi malaria mosquitoes cholera yenya bacteria bebre fi got away ayewo ha say no so and I got away so you to me gunu because your guna transportation be did you say ko fa a tro so time ebe ko school na wa na am record 6:30 until I say enya ntem me we school me ya me bibia around 6 o'clock there was me fifie to be fifie na adu we see am to me emfa got an so to me stress on benya adu we my
ye ko bono mantamu na de hye wo wanchi asuna ebo sujechire ese wonom sase nipa bi e de akakabensam age akenten so a anhwe yie mpo a dachi a wonom ebekọ no wonya sase bi mpo no de agya wonchi ba
Akrobe hene chiame kusi ene gina omanfo na nemu a wakasa ekire mu se ensase a wo nananom edija wo mo no womanfo no ageni hina de afiri omu nsam wabra ya momo mpatesika na sempo ya momo amane ensami wodi tudwa wabra omu ye nsamtrefo nhyiemu na omdo omo hawo eto omanim ewo wanchi no no obono mantam no emum eno no oto aso kire mu se senya niam si kono bedu baabi no munya bibia emfanya wo moma ene wo nananom esanse ensase ne ajapade a wo nananom edija wo mo ne hinna no wo manfo no agene hinna de afiri wo mo nsam na wo nso wo munyan mo mfa nkọ wabro mo no mo ensi anim wo mo se wo mo nso mo bu afudie nanso enya de so mbaye basabasa e bia na se tutwasam na mom de mo ka hinna ene se aban ene mpanifo esenfo ma no ntum se ne beye a wo mo nsase na wo mo de wo hye agi afiri wo mo nsam no wo mo ebegyae
nana ma konkode aye japatie e dia to ya ho say yensuso ya mefa na ya hweso say ya beye na nchirima woni ba chire nsuso e nya so faso e ne die yesi woji ye gamu ye die ti ye gamu wo bra ye na no e be die konwa e ne wo no woji ni pasusu say ye kwara ye fisa elinti ya so ya se buyechi ni eji ejapade na why necessary o kebi maye na na penifo se ya so fa se efrabishi musia nkodo ni efrabishi musia esiri adawo na na mo meka bi mo aye se ya abusia bi ahwe fisio abuye ni ache se ya sadi ya se wade no e ya dia ahote ama sese ayadagire ayatitiri yada efrise yajapadi efriyesa na no seka na yasomo mrenti na no temfa tumi sayesa enkasa ye kofa ba ana seka na setio nemo ye poni niti agoprasia paso esre na no se na no mrewe ne ye meka bi maye
awi ayi bejina wi so na kase boy bobo anu edbe sumo na dwi ye de nyina esi na ye kɔ no na ye kai mo sana dwi ansa na beda no na wakai na watwusen adicha no panso a wakai na watwusen ebebo mo numa ho ne die no afa ne tuma padi efira na obetwusen se de ya na eye Pepsodent e triple protection Pepsodent charcoal Pepsodent cavity fighter and a Pepsodent herbal enrowe nyina no ebo ma wo sen eye fita mo numa ho ne die no efa ne tuma pa edifira na wakai se Pepsodent die every smart matters.
Yeah, abusia enuanu mienu ayesomo ene nwumre kase mu me ama saponkuma nkuma jesi mene
Sadat Mohammed
ya mamu mo ene sha